Welcome to the channel, Jaden Chase. Now if you're new, remember to like, share and subscribe. Now as Gina Panton has made her first court appearance and Bolt is still unaware of when him and other SSL clients will be paid back in full. Some believe that clearly Gina Panton is prepared to take the blame for the entire SSL fraud scandal, to which some do not believe she acted alone. Is she being paid to be blamed? I could hear from CTAC that will continue reasoning. Look and listen.
That so far, based on the accounts that we have investigated so far, one of the accounts, the amount involved is 4.1 million US dollars. Another one is 152,000 US dollars, and the other one is over 30,000 US dollars. There are several other accounts which, as I said, are under investigations. And let me use this opportunity as well to appeal to those clients of SSL who, once you have proof that your account was defrauded, to contact the fraud squad at 922-2374. That's 922-2374. And we will appreciate the complaint and carry out the investigations. So far, the investigations have all been conducted by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I just want to point out too that the police have the capacity to fully investigate this matter. There have been similar matters for which we have successfully investigated. And based on the investigation, if we require the assistance of the FBI, that is, if we find out during the investigation that there is any international aspect to this investigation, then that is when we will invite the FBI or ask them to assist us. But so far, the investigation is being led by the Jamaican police. So the charges are larceny as a servant. She was charged also for forgery, uttering forged document. We charge her for the breaches of the Proceeds of Crimes Act, breaches of the Cybercrimes Act, and breaches of the Cybercrime Act Section 4, that is access with intent to commit a fraud.
Now some people are saying, maybe she is definitely guilty. And based on the fact that she has confessed, she's called the self-confessed fraudster. So she did indeed commit crimes against clients of SSL. And for that, justice must be served. Now people are saying, why is it that even though the entire company involved in a shady business practices, not paying payroll taxes and things of that nature, but why is it that no other wealth advisor, no other wealth manager, no other individuals from SSL has been brought up or charges brought against them? We're not talking about a couple million. We are talking about billions of dollars. CTAC said them still do investigation for fully understand how much money was taken. The government is still unsure of how much money is missing from SSL. SSL is unsure of how much money was taken from the SSL clients' accounts. And when Jean tell the people how much she take and the fact that she never take Bolt one, the numbers not right. And for some reason, the FBI is still investigating. Then what they might investigate, charges have already been brought against the only person who the company says is involved. What am I looking into? Or all of a sudden no weird things are going on within the government. Accusations being brought against prominent politicians. The FBI not seem like them there for just look into Gene Panton and what take place at SSL. At least that is what some have assumed based on the headlines that we are seeing. Now, Jean has been detained. Yes, she has been detained. Some people that say the reason why she was not charged are because of different reasons. And, she couldn't be behind the bars. No, she is behind the bars. They said that she's at a secluded part of the Duane Park police station. But no people who know her, I wonder what is she really get herself involved in. And when people hear she has said that she take money from 2010 out of the client's account. Now, Usian Bolt, other clients still want justice, regardless of who is being prosecuted by the state. That is not their interest. Their interest is what got with the money. That's where most of the clients who had funds taken from their accounts I think about. Them not think about necessarily who do it. Yeah, them want to know who do it. But only because they want justice. And they want to know how this money will get given back to them. Now people are wondering if you spend half the billions already. Or if the FBI is looking for the paper trail to find where the money was sent. Where is the money now located? Is it still onshore or offshores? Was the funds turned into hard cash and is now located somewhere? Them don't know. These are things that they are looking into. And this is why certain premises were searched. Along with the hope of finding evidence, which them say them find electronic devices, them find certain different documents, them might look through it to see what really are going on. But talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think about what take place. Now, most people have said they don't believe Jean and Panton acted alone. But right now, Jean and Panton is the only person being charged and prosecuted. There's no mention of nobody else from the company. No other wealth manager, nobody else. Only Jean and Panton. Now on to the other stories making headlines today. Now, the Prime Minister has responded to accusations made by the Integrity Commission and also the now ruling made by the Integrity Commission stating that there is insufficient evidence to prosecute the Prime Minister. Now, if there was insufficient evidence and the same Integrity Commissioner said this, why they made the accusations in the first place? Well, Andrew Holness has responded to that and he's stating that changes will be made at the Integrity Commission. I can hear from the Prime Minister, they will continue reasoning. Look and listen.
We will be using the next couple of days as the chairman of the Integrity Commission has made his statement to review it carefully and to look at the framework and the scheme. We are legislators and that is our duty to make the legislation more effective. I think there might need to be a little bit more precision in the legislation to make it more practical as well. There are issues to do with materiality and significance and thresholds. So I think all of that needs to be looked at to just make it a better legislation. This should not be taken in any way that the Jamaica Labour Party and the government that it forms and that I lead is in any way supportive of anything that is corrupt.
Absolutely not.
I think that there is now an opportunity to make the legislation more precise,
Yes.
to make it more practical, and to refocus it on where the problems really exist. We must use this as an opportunity to reaffirm our own commitment to treating with the issue of corruption, which has been made into a political weapon.
Yes.
It has been weaponized and it has been used.
Now, the Prime Minister says this is not changes that would say powers taken away from the Integrity Commission, which are what some people are worried about. Some people are saying if the Integrity Commission bring an accusation against a politician, which is what the Integrity Commission is there to do. They are there to check the integrity of contracts and just the overall day-to-day conduct of elected officials. You have to have an entity to do that. With all kind of people that say corruption exists within high places. They not gonna have no oversight. You not gonna have nobody where can say, yes, this is what we have found, or we are looking to this individual, or we are looking to that situation. So when people here say the Prime Minister plan to make changes at the Integrity Commission, just after being accused by said Integrity Commission, people are wonder what it all means. People are also saying this reminds them of when something happened in the opposition party, when the now ruling party was the opposition. And they were stating that citizens had lost confidence in a particular elected official and they wanted the government to do something about it. Now the people are saying in the ruling party now and in the administration in power now, they are elected officials to which the people have clearly lost all confidence in. We see even constituents from MPs stand up on the roadside with placards. Clearly, they have lost confidence in certain elected officials. But we have seen the government do nothing about it. And even since recent months, we can list a long list of names, elected officials who are part of the ruling party, who have been involved in various situations. And not only have their constituents, but members of their own party and members of the opposition have called their actions a disgrace. Just like the party in power now said about the then party that was in power. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. But first, a quick recap. CTAC has stepped forward to list not only the charges against Jean and Panton, but has stated that investigations are continuing, and as the investigation progresses, more charges might be brought against her. Is she being paid to not say anything about anybody else? If they have checked all of the people who she confessed to taking their money, and it is not at the amount missing from the company, then what really take place? If we can't factor in both billion, then what go on? Is somebody else at the investment company taking money? And will Jean and Panton be put behind bars while those individuals are still there taking more money? And the Prime Minister has responded to the Integrity Commission's statement about what took place while he was Minister of Education, saying that contracts were awarded to a friend and rules and regulations were not followed. But then the Integrity Commission stepped forward and said there was insufficient evidence after they met the accusations already. Then why they never wait to see if them did have all the evidence before them step forward and accuse the Prime Minister? I don't know. Talk to me in the comment section. Some people are saying it was quite ironic that there was insufficient evidence against the Prime Minister, while then at this very same moment Panton was charged. Talk to me in the comment section. To reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, want to live, love, and prosper. Click the subscribe icon, click the bell icon, and put it on all. And this is how you'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you. Now, until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, want to live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.